Welcome back to the Lighthouse Thanksgiving Classic. It's about to heat up in the gym, and we're at Corinth High School in Corinth, Mississippi, and it's about to get really interesting. Game number 3 of day number 2 sees the Provine High School Rams from Jackson, Mississippi, taking on the Tupelo Golden Wave, a great mascot. Tupelo Golden Wave from Tupelo High School in Tupelo, Mississippi, which is the largest high school in the state. So we've got 2 powerhouse programs. Provine coming off of a Final Four last year on the 6A level. They come in here with a record of 4-2, and they are ready to take on Tupelo, who is 4-1. They came off of a win last night. Tupelo boasts player number 3. This is going to be an Antonio Green. Need to pay attention to Antonio Green. He's a dandy dozen, one of the 12 best players in the state of Mississippi. He has looks from Alabama, Ole Miss, and some mid-major programs. He is averaging 26 points a game. On the Provine side, keep your eyes on number 4, Jarikus Davis. He is a smooth operator. That would be an appropriate nickname for him. His jump shot is very smooth. He's great from 15 to 18 feet, can shoot the outside shot as well, but he does it on all facets of the game. He can play defense, he can slash, and he is just he's a problem for defenders because he can do it all. Jarikus Davis. Yesterday, Jarikus Davis started the game with 3 straight jump shots that just looked smooth. He finished the game with 19 points. I'm doing the math here. Finished the day with 19 points yesterday, and he's poised to have another big game here, but he's going to have a staunch opponent in this one. Yesterday, Provine took on Lee High School from Huntsville, Alabama, and they handled them very easily to get their get their record to 5-2. I said 4-2 earlier, but to get their record to 5-2. And we're underway. It's game number 3, day number 2 of the Lighthouse Thanksgiving Classic. Tupelo with the basketball. They're wearing bright yellow with blue trim. Provine in the gray with red trim. Working it around with the basketball up top. This is Trey Long. They're going to swing it into the corner, and now a skip pass. Opposite side, here's the man we're talking about. That is Antonio Green, too strong on his first attempt. And swinging around, here's Jarikus Davis, the other player we highlighted in the opening. Power dribble on the inside, a hook shot up, cleaned off the glass clearly by Trey Jenkins. And now here's Trey Long in transition, working against an aggressive man-to-man. This is going to be an athletic affair. You can already tell these 2 teams getting after it. Both of them want to win here in Corinth. Long kicks it over on the wing. That's E.J. Fuller. Fuller with the left hand, a jump pass. Trey Jenkins, and now Antonio Green, the dangerous Antonio Green. Penetrate and kick, baseline drive, off his leg, out of bounds. That's a turnover. E.J. Fuller loses control. Marcus Wallace, who's got a great outside shot, handles the point guard duties for Provine. Wallace, penetrate and kick. And the Tupelo bench chanting defense. You can probably pick that up on the mic. A baseline drive and floater for Wallace. I said he's got a nice outside shot. Well, he's also got a little floater that he can use on the baseline. He just showed you. Lob to the inside, and now a trap. Provine playing a zone, but they're really aggressive and trapping out of it. Devin McNeil is who they're dumping it down into there. Now, correction, that's E.J. Fuller they're dumping it down into there. He draws the foul. Long over on the wing. Here's Green, Antonio Green. Looks from Alabama, Ole Miss. Trey Long kicks it over on the wing. Trey Jenkins in the lane. Floater, too strong. Gets his own rebound. Getting harassed, lost control. Wallace has it, saves it into Davis. Here comes Davis now, slowly into the front court. Like I said, smooth operator. He's just a calm, cool, collected young man, and man, he proved it. Goes with the right hand, floats in the lane, and drops in 2. Jarikus Davis with 2. Back the other way, a quick 3 attempt Trey Long left it short, no good. Davis back into the front court. Provine with a 4-0 lead and the ball. 3 ball from the corner is good. Andre 2. Tupelo working it around. The gym is buzzing all of a sudden. Now they see this athletic Tupelo team come in here. Some people not real familiar with them. Took them about an hour to get here by bus. Provine, Final Four appearance on the 6A level last year. Working it around. Here's Green on the trying to get his first 2. Rattles around, no good. Some bodies flying, and here comes Provine. 7-0 run to start the game. Here's Davis into the front court. Crossing over his dribble, now Wallace. Wallace guarded closely by Long. In the corner, trying to dump it down to Davis and let him work down there. It's deflected out of bounds. Tupelo basketball. It'll be turnover for Provine. And here's our man Daniel Phillips. He came in the game yesterday with a little showtime. He came in and dropped a fade from the free. Spun in the lane, is bruising. He can shoot from the outside, and he had people buzzing yesterday. He's a big guy in the middle, stands 6'6", 200 plus for sure. 3 ball on the wing, a high elevation on that shot, but he couldn't get it to go, and Tupelo has a lid on the basket right now. They're still not on the board. Davis in the lane, kicks it on an interior pass, but a little sloppy through the hands of a Provine rim, and a turnover, and this one comes to me. I've got it. I'm going to give it to the ref, and we're going to keep on playing. I was ready to shoot. I got in my 3-point stance. I'm ready. Milton now running the point guard spot. And now it's Phillips up top, rocking the Horace Grant goggles. Lost control. Underneath. Davis gets it, spins, fades, got it. Book it. Davis, if he shoots inside 15 feet, his field goal percentage has to be 45% plus. It's just almost automatic. A 3 from up top by Green. He can't get on the board. 9-0 is the score. A shocked crowd here is surprised Tupelo's not on the board yet. Loose ball on the floor. Tupelo wants a timeout, and they get it. Trey Jenkins, credit him with the hustle play. He's averaging over 10 points a game, but he hasn't scored, and neither has anybody else for Tupelo. 30-second timeout. We got a chance to look at some of our sponsors, I think, one of which is Powerade, who sponsors our instant replays. And you'll see Jerikas Davis going to work on the baseline. It's a reverse spin move and a fade. Nothing but nylon. That's not an easy shot. When I say reverse spin move, that means he doesn't spin to his natural side, his left side. He's spun away from the defender backwards. Davis showing why he's highly touted. Ole Miss, Mississippi State, and a bunch of mid-major schools looking at him. He's a 3-star recruit according to Rivals.com. Tupelo, they've come out trying to move the ball a little bit, and now they're on the board. 3 ball for Trey Jenkins, the appropriately named Trey Jenkins. He's got 3, and Tupelo has 3. Provine now into the front court. 1-3-1 trap defense from Tupelo. 3 ball in the corner. Davis left it short. Not his butter range. He can certainly make that shot, but he's more effective from 18 to 15. And a foul on the rebound. Tupelo had the ball, and Provine tried to trap out of that and committed the foul. Trey Long into the front court. Kicks it over to Trey Jenkins. Trey Jenkins and Trey Long playing catch up top. We've got Antonio Green on the wing, who is a scorer. Green averaging 26 points a game this year, yet to score in this one. And we're going to get a reach-in foul on the aggressive play there. And that's Chauncey Buckner, who has switched jerseys on me. Yesterday he wore 20, today he's wearing 14. Penetrating kick, Trey Jenkins for 3. He's got 3 more. Give him 6. All 6 on 3s, and that's all 6 for Tupelo right now. Milton now into the front court. Got Phillips in the post down there, but they're not going to go there now. Tupelo, a 1-3-1 defense, and boy, it's an active 1-3-1-2. And Jarikus Davis, this young man, he just has a scorer's mentality. He knows how to score. There's another scorer, Antonio Green, but he's short and has not scored yet in this one. Good look-ahead pass from Davis, and that's going to lead to the foul. It's Allen Rouse. Rouse will go to the line. 2 free throw attempts here. Provine leading 11-6, a minute and a half to play in the first. Provine has come out ready to play. Tupelo's been very aggressive as well. They just haven't gotten their shots to fall. The only person to score for them is Trey Jenkins right now. Rouse gets them both. Under a minute and a half now. First quarter, game number 3, day number 2. Floater in the lane for Trey Long's no good. Now we got a run out. It's one-on-one basketball. Hard to the rim. Shot up no good. And here comes Antonio Green. It's 3-on-2 this way. Green hesitates, kicks out. Jenkins is feeling it. Left it short, a little flat on that release. You'd like to see these good shooters, you'd like to see them put a little more arch on the ball, but when they elevate, it's hard for them to do that sometimes. You lose your touch when you sky like that. Most players do. Malik Newman is not one that loses his touch. He'll be in action later for Callaway. And we have a tremendous nightcap tonight, as it'll be Callaway and Miller Grove. On the inside, an in and out look for Provine with 40 seconds to play in the first. This one's kicked by Trey Jenkins. This will be Kyrie Bradford checking in, the 6'5" big man. Milton in the corner, goes baseline, thought about pulling up, but instead he stepped on the baseline. It'll be a turnover for Provine. Tupelo probably is going to want one shot here. The only problem is Provine is a 1-2-2 full court press they've just put on. They're going to try to speed this up here. And Trey Jenkins in trouble, dribbled into the trap, lobs it over everyone, out of bounds, lands in the lap of a Provine Ram who's sitting on the bench over here. Provine gets the basketball. Milton's going to bring it up, 10 seconds to play. Pushes it ahead. Here's Davis. This is the guy they want with the ball. He's just going to square up and let it fly. Jarikus Davis leads all scorers with 9 at the buzzer. Green can't get it to go. A 16-6 first quarter for Provine. And it was all Rams in that first. Jarikus Davis with 9. And we will head to the second quarter. Let's thank some of our sponsors. We have a second here, one of which being Powerade. We've raised our game. They sponsor our instant replays here, and you'll get a look at Jarikus Davis going to work. He goes into the lane and floats one through for 2. So we mentioned Powerade. We also want to mention Hampton Inn, proudly welcoming all teams to the Lighthouse Thanksgiving Classic. Physicians Urgent Care, get in, get out, and get well. As well as Crossover Basketball, providing coaches with full statistical breakdowns of their game film, Crossover Basketball. What an event this has been, and what an event it will be. Day 1 was a ton of fun. And day 2 is off to a great start. We had one competitive game followed by a not-so-competitive game. The Baldwin Bearcats came in here ready to play and blew out Mount Pleasant in game number 2. And game number 3 promises to be a good one. Tupelo has to get some offense going. Only 6 points in that first quarter. It's 16-6 now. Here's a jump shot, just kind of a casual jump shot there. Allen Rouse catches at the top, realizes he has some space and scores. Green in the front court, dealing with the pesky Milton. And that's a 5-second call because Enrique Milton just didn't let up. He never gave Green any space to work. I mentioned it already. Green averages 26 points a game and is scoreless through 1. 3 from the wing, no good. Milton's going to clean the glass and put it in for 2. Enrique Milton can really do it all. He is a great point guard, a heady player. A baseline drive, reverse layup, in and out, no good. Tupelo has a lid on the basket. Milton pushes, kicks it in the corner. Karanji Matori kicks it to Rouse. Rouse is trapped, gets it out to Matori. He tries to throw the lob to Rouse. Rouse has it blocked, put up, in and out, no good. And now loose ball on the floor, Provine. Provine is all over the basketball right now. They're winning the hustle plays, and they get a timeout out of that deal there. On the floor, Khalil Johnson. Credit him. That gives us a second to catch our breath, take a break, and tell you this broadcast is powered by SUV TV. Provine with the basketball, 6.5 to play here in the second quarter. Here's Phillips on the inside, an inside-out look there. That's what you want to do against the zone. 3 ball in the corner, left it short. That was Davis, one of his rare misses. How about Enrique Milton skying to pull that one in, and he's going to get an assist out of it. My gosh, Enrique Milton jumped through the roof to pull that one in, and then dropped it off to Matori for 2. Here's finger roll from Green, still can't get on the board. Milton now in transition. Good look, no look pass. They can't finish underneath though. Here comes Green the other way. Can he finally get something going? To the rim hard. He is bumped and he gets 2. Antonio Green on the board. Milton gets it up top. This is Matori. Phillips in the middle. There's our guy. Takes the jump shot. No good. He's going to have to sprint back, but he's a little slow in doing so, or he's not slow. It's just Tupelo got that one up quick. Malik Douglas in a heartbeat. And how about the steal from Enrique Milton? Look at him flying in there and then stayed in bounds. That was one of the more impressive displays we've seen in this tournament so far, and then he got the dime afterwards. Matori finished with 2. Malik Douglas drops in the first. The second could cut it to 12. And Douglas puts through both. His first 2 points of the game. We're looking at 5 minutes left, coming up on 5 minutes left in the first half. Provine kind of shocking everyone right now. A 22-10 advantage. Tupelo just struggling on the offensive end. Here's Milton. Goes baseline. He's trapped. Drops a bounce pass into Mattori. Hook shot no good. And we're going to get a walk because Antonio Green couldn't handle the bullet pass. They were in there close. And there's a quick inbound to Davis, but he misfires. And here comes Green now. Green, 3-on-2, wants it himself. Jump stop. Nice move for Antonio Green. He's got 4 now. Both baskets coming right at the rim in transition. Maybe that will get him going because once he does, he gets cooking. Had 30 in a game this year and is averaging 26. In and out look, wide open 3 in the corner, no good. Tupelo catches a break there as Chauncey Buckner had a good look. Green now into the front court, working with the left hand. Him and Milton, boy, what a matchup that is. Enrique Milton's a great defender, and we know Green's got the offense. In the lane, stop and pop, pull up Jay, that looked good. That was Alex Norwood, his first 2 of the game. Tupelo can come at you with a bunch of different players. They're very deep. Jalen Humphrey is an up-and-coming star. He's only a freshman. We may see him later. 3 on the way, no good. Batted around. Here comes Tupelo. They're down by 8 now, and they've got some momentum. Kyrie Bradford checks in, the 6'5" big man for Tupelo. Boy, Bradford's one heck of a specimen. He's a monster in the paint. Big, strong frame. Here's Green into the front court, all the way to the rim. He can score. He's got 2 more. Give him 6. None in the first quarter, 6 in the second. And it's a 6-point game, 22-16. Milton thought about the 3, dumps it to Davis. Davis is trapped, passes out of it. Good vision there. Now Wallace. Wallace to Davis. Davis with a hand in his face, backs out, and now Milton has it. Provine wants to chill out for a second here, catch their breath, and waste some clock. They're going to try to get Tupelo out of the zone, what they're going to try to do. It's a 3-2 that is packed at the 3-point line. The coaches make eye contact with each other. That's always an interesting happening there. It's Jeff Norwood and Otis Gaines, 2 great coaches. They're going to work it around the outside. Kind of let the action play out for you. There's not a whole lot to talk about at this point. Is Provine content to kill a little clock here? Tupelo's going to stay in the zone. And Provine's going to work it in and out and just practice good ball control. But since Tupelo is not trapping all over the floor, this is what you get. And it ends up being a forced shot, and he's bailed out. That was Chauncey Buckner. Maybe not the shot Provine wanted out of that long stand, but they get bailed out, and he'll go to the line for 2. Buckner, a 6'3" junior shooting guard. One more coming for Buckner. And he gets them both. 8-point advantage for Provine. The Rams from Jackson, Mississippi, and the Golden Wave from Tupelo. Green over on the wing. This is Hoover. Jaron Hoover. Norwood, now Green. Here's Green spinning, step back. That was a nifty move, but his shot is short. Hasn't been able to score unless he's at the rim. Here's Davis. That's in his money spot, but he's wide right on that one. Something bothered him on that shot. You rarely see him miss left or right. He's always either strong or short. Here's Davis now in transition. Hesitation. Has a Cutter on the left side gives it to him. Layup missed. Here come the Golden Wave the other way. 3 ball on the way. That's a big shot, and it's canned. That is Jaron Hoover for 3. Milton with the right hand, crossing over. It's a 5-point game now, and Milton is called for the charge. I'm not sure if he extended the arm, but he did lower the shoulder, and that's enough to get the offensive foul with 1:05 to play in the first half. Tupelo with some momentum that they desperately needed. Is that, and they're going to call a timeout. It'll be a 30-second timeout for Provine High. On the replay, you'll see that's Jaron Hoover chasing down the loose ball in the corner, setting his feet. As Bill Raftery would say, getting the puppies in order and knocking down the 3. We'll take a quick break. Logan Stout bringing you some of the best high school basketball around. It's the Lighthouse Thanksgiving Classic. This broadcast is powered by SUV TV. Hey, if you're watching at home and you're enjoying the broadcast, tell us about it on Twitter. Use the hashtag SUVTV. That's what you're watching this on, thesuvtv.com. They can stream the replays through YouTube, stream their broadcast through YouTube, as well as replays if you want to watch it on demand later. But if you're enjoying the broadcast, hashtag SUVTV. If you don't think I'm doing a good job, you can keep your tweets to yourself, and we'll just keep on moving. Enrique Milton. That was a joke. Let us have it. If you think something needs to be improved, you tweet at us. Use the hashtag SUVTV, and we will greatly appreciate your feedback, I should say. 30 seconds to play in the first half. Enrique Milton is going to hold it up top, kick it in the corner to Davis. They're going to work it around. They want one shot here. 15 seconds to play. 5-point advantage for the Rams, and they have the basketball. Coming up on 10 seconds to play. Milton thought about the 3. Davis wants a deep 3. In and out, no good. Loose ball. Tupelo with the chance. 3 seconds to play. Green is reached in on and fouled. And that is going to put Tupelo in the bonus. So Provine just gift wrapped 2 points for Tupelo. We'll see if they won them or not. They could cut the lead to 3, and Tupelo has had a very rough first half, but they're going to feel great if they go in the locker room down 3. Trey Long. I think I said it was Green, but it's Trey Long, and he's short on the free throw. Milton with 1 second, lets it fly. He was bumped, and so that is way short. Your score as we head to the break, 24-19, Provine on top of Tupelo. We'll show you some action here. It's a kick out and 3 ball, I believe. No, I'm sorry. It is number 3. That's what that motion was. Number 3. That's Antonio Green getting to the rack. He has 6 points. Not his usual performance on the offensive side, but he'll get it going in the second. You don't want to miss it. Welcome back to the Lighthouse Thanksgiving Classic. We're ready to roll. Tupelo to inbound to start the second half. They trail by 5. It'll be Trey Long in the backcourt being harassed by 2 defenders. Gets a skip pass away to Trey Jenkins. Jenkins on the wing. He got hot in the first half. He's the one that kept Tupelo in it early. This is Antonio Green, the highly touted prospect who's had a rough first half. Here he is, gets a wide open look. That's what they wanted, and that's the result they've seen too many times. He's got 9. Or I should say opponents have seen too many times. He has 9 now. 24-22 is the score. Tupelo right in this thing after a slow start. Provine has played well. Really well at first on the defensive end, but weren't able to score much towards the end of the first half, and that's why it's close. There's the guy they want with the ball, Jarikus Davis. We might end up seeing a shootout here between Jarikus Davis and Antonio Green, and if that happens, this place is going to go nuts. Trey Long to Trey Jenkins for 3. Left it short, little flat on that release. Gets his own rebound, can't score at the rim, and Provine wants to run. Milton crosses to the middle. Gets it to Davis. Thought about the 3. He's going to bully his way in. Good, strong move, Jarikus Davis. Lots of contact, but he doesn't care. He scores anyway. The lead's back to 6. Three for Green, in and out. I thought he was about to be hot. He made his first one of this half. He claps his hands in frustration as he heads to the backcourt. Out of bounds, it'll be Provine basketball. You can just see it. Antonio Green, when he lets that thing go, he knows that's in. He feels it. And it was in and came out. Halfway in, rattled around and came out. Provine the other way, baseline drive. Lots of contact there, a hard foul. That was E.J. Fuller going up to challenge. Andre 2 will go to the line for 2. Last name spelled T-I-E-U, but the coaching staff yesterday said, no, you can just say 2, just like the number. And he leaves the first short. At the line for a second, left it short. Offensive rebound for Provine. They can't score. Now a strong trap in the backcourt, too strong, as Marcus Holliday is called for the, or I'm sorry, Marcus Wallace is called for the foul. And strong to the rack is Trey Long, but he had the shot altered by Davis, leaves it short. Here comes Milton, stop and pop from 15, little strong. No good. And here's Antonio Green. Ooh, nifty little crossover as he crosses half court. Skip pass up ahead in the corner. Now Tupelo working it around. Trey Long down the lane. Left hand, basket, and the foul. Tupelo's right in this thing. It's a 4-point game, and Trey Long will go to the line. The chance to get a 3rd point and make it a 3-point game. He cannot convert the 3-point play. Jarikus Davis. Sorry for the technical difficulties there. A little feedback. We're adding to our broadcast. We'll be joined by some more folks later in the day. It's going to be a lot of fun, and we're going to bring you some great action. Here's Davis going baseline. He's got 6 in the second half. 3 quick field goals for Jarikus Davis. He leads all scorers right now with 15. Trey Long now. Going to work in the lane. Kicks it out. 3 on the way. Don't leave him alone. And he way too long there. Provine working it around from the short corner. Davis in the short corner. Long skip pass to Marcus Wallace. Davis on the wing. Provine can't figure out this trapping zone defense from Tupelo. It started halfway through the first half. Provine's been struggling with it ever since. And Provine that was Davis trying to get a bucket and the foul from the baseline. Davis at the free throw line, converts on the first. He's just an all-around player. Jarikus Davis can do it every facet of the game. Knocks down both free throws. Now. All right, we're going to be joined now by Brandon Clay. He's with PeachStateBasketball.com and BrandonClayScouting.com. He's the owner of that business, obviously, BrandonClayScouting.com. And he's a recruiting analyst. We're glad to have him here. He can tell you more about a lot of these players and the prospects that they are, what colleges they may be heading to and stuff, as we have a violent collision on the baseline. Strong to the hole is Malik Douglas, and he'll go to the line for two. I believe they got Davis with the foul. Brandon, we're glad to have you here. Are you excited about the action that'll take place later tonight, and it's going on right now?
Well, you know what's great. I traveled, this morning from Atlanta, flew into Memphis, drove over, so it's been a full morning of travel to get here for this. But when I saw the slate, Marcus and the SUV TV presented me with the slate of games that were going on today, there was absolutely no way that I wasn't going to find a way to be here and be a part of this broadcast. This is a great day for basketball.
It's going to heat up for sure as the night goes on. We've got a good one on our hands right now. I know you've kind of been watching and getting your notes together and everything, but this Tupelo team is loaded. Right now, this Antonio Green kid is quite a scorer, even though he's been a little cold today. And then Jarikus Davis for Provine has been very impressive as well.
Well, you hit the nail on the head right there. When you start to talk about players in this game, as you see Davis right there with the catch on the interior, go to the free throw line. But I was talking with the staff there from Provine. I know they had talked about him still being an unsigned guy, and that's a guy that's going to bring value to somebody's program in the regular sign-up period in the spring, whether it's Mississippi State or Southern Miss, Murray State. Multiple schools are still on this guy's watch list. And then Green on the other end, for Tupelo. We had the opportunity to watch both of them play for Nike-sponsored club teams during the club circuit this year.
Davis misses on the first. He's going to convert on. No, he's not. In and out again. He missed both free throws. Provine is letting Tupelo hang around. That's a very dangerous thing to do with all the scoring firepower they have. Green really harassed. Gets the pass to the corner. That's a big shot on the way. No good. Davis cleans the glass. Give him some Windex there, way up high by the square to grab that rebound.
I'll tell you what I like that Green did on that last possession. His ability to make that pass and not force the three-pointer. He didn't have a clean look, just swung it to his teammate, and they kept playing.
And Enrique Milton on the other end catches in the corner and knocks down a three very calmly. Enrique Milton is the leader of this team as far as being the point guard and being the poise that this team needs. And they force a steal. It's Milton who comes up with it. No-look bounce pass to Davis, and it went through his hands. He was looking at the basket before he got possession of that basketball and went through his hands. You mentioned where Davis may head. I'm extremely biased being a Murray State racer myself. I would love to see him be scoring on the mid-major level at Murray State next year. He can fill it up. That mid-range jumper is as pure as it gets.
No question. And you look at the various conferences around the country, Murray State obviously being one of the schools I would put in this category, but a Wichita State, a Butler over UNC, definitely in the men's game, the parity now where you don't have to play in a major conference per se. Number one, but number two, to get exposure to the collegiate level. Kenneth Fairread is a great example of that.
Yeah, Kenneth Fairread got a Morehead State, playing on USA Basketball. I mean, he's reached the top. When you get to that level and you represent your country as one of the 15 best players available in the country, I mean, that tells you right there you can go to a mid-major school and end up being a star one day, and that may very well be what Davis does. Meanwhile, we've got back-to-back charges. On this end is Karanji Matori burrowing in, and on the other end we had, I believe it was Nick Ratliff burrowing in the lane. So both players assessed a charge foul, and so they just trade possessions. It's a 9-point game, Tupelo trailing, and they're dealing with the trap from Provine. Provine has really cranked up the defensive pressure. Green's going to pull from deep, straight ahead, left it short, and a reach-in foul over the back, it looked like, against Provine. Going to the line might be, yeah, it is. Going to the line for two is going to be Trey Jenkins.
I really enjoyed watching Jenkins in the first half. A little different than Green in terms of the style of play, but the things they like to do are similar. Both of them really start from the mid-range out, really like to be able to shoot the basketball from the outside, clean releases on their jump shots, and they're willing to drive, but more so really want to get their feet set underneath them and knock down the open jumper. It's funny, his frame, Jenkins that is, reminds me a lot of Lewis Williams now playing with the Toronto Raptors when Lewis was in high school at South Gwinnett. All arms, long, and can make plays.
Makes for a great defender when you have those long arms. There's Phillips on the inside, just a bruiser down there. He's fouled. Go to the line for two.
And Phillips has given him some good minutes coming here as a rotation guy at the post position, and has been a nice offset when they have to bring Davis out. He's been able to give him some quality time on the floor.
And we've got Khalil Johnson set to check in. And we've got some debris on the floor. We'll get that off the floor here.
It looks like an M&M. It looks like he was about to eat it.
Yeah, yeah. Is that a
that's a peanut M&M.
That's a peanut M&M on the floor. I don't know if he had those in his pocket or what.
That's awesome.
Tupelo gets a much-needed bucket, and it's a 6-point game, a 2-possession game, 36-30. Tupelo trapping now. They force a steal. 3-on-1. Look out to the rim strong. That's Alex Norwood.
And Norwood's a high-energy guy. Showed during the first half that he brings that energy. You see the trap there in the half court. Norwood not only finishes that basket in transition, but gets his behind right back into position to be able to assist there on that trap.
Puts his nose right in the thick of it. Does Norwood. You always got to, if you're going to be a successful team, you got to have a guy that will do that. He'll just put his nose in there defensively and make things happen. 4-point game, less than a minute to play in the third quarter. Here's Green, penetrating kick. Jenkins on the wing, back out to Green. Jenkins thought about the three, goes baseline, blocked by Davis. Davis trying to block another one. Phillips is going to pull the rebound. We're going to have a foul against Tupelo. Somebody shoving underneath. They're going to get number 11 for Tupelo, who is, that's Javen Humphrey, who's just a freshman, a 6'3" freshman, who the coaching staff for Tupelo is very high on. They think in 4 years, if he continues to develop, he'll be a star. There's a pass deflection, another steal for Tupelo. Couple turnovers for Provine here, has Tupelo with a chance to bring it within one, and Antonio Green shuffled his feet, called for the travel with 23 seconds left.
Yeah, you're right. It's really been a tough night for Green to get rolling and get a rhythm. You can tell he's even a little frustrated with himself. He took that three about 4 possessions to go, clean, quick shot that he thought was going in. His body language said that's the one, and it didn't fall, and he's still trying to find his rhythm as we head toward the fourth quarter.
He's got 11, 10 seconds to play. Here's Davis. He leads all scorers. 8 seconds now. Provine needs to get their offense rolling. Here's Milton with 3 seconds left. Lobs it into Phillips, who puts it up and in for two. Just an easy lob play down to Phillips. He scores at the buzzer. Milton fed it to him. And with that, Provine has a 6-point lead, just as they did at halftime. As we head to the fourth quarter, your score, 38-32. Here it is again. Milton just lobbing it into Phillips. It's just an easy catch and finish for Phillips at the buzzer. We will head to break Logan Stout alongside Brandon Clay, bringing you the Lighthouse Thanksgiving Classic. This broadcast is powered by SUV TV. It'll be Provine basketball with a 6-point lead. A full 8 minutes to go in the fourth quarter as we just get underway. On the inside, good strong move, easy finish there for Allen Rouse. He was not going to be denied, but there was nobody there to stop him. Tupelo with a mishap defensively. They can't afford that. Here's Green. Green kicks it over to Norwood. Big shot on the way, left it short. Skying for the rebound is Milton. This kid is everywhere. Enrique Milton is one heck of an athlete. Really athletic move earlier for the steal. Floater on the baseline, no good. Battle for the loose ball. Who wants it more? Saved in by Jenkins. Here comes Green in the front court. Little head fake, lost control. Is it off his leg? It is. Antonio Green, another turnover.
Well, once again, that is a direct result of Green trying to force the tempo in the issue as opposed to playing. He got down to the three-point line. Nothing was there. Just pull that back out, get it into your set. It'll be interesting to see if Coach Norwood makes an adjustment, maybe pulls him off the ball, runs a couple of double staggers, some different things to maybe try to get him involved without him trying to bring it up, or even setting a high screen against that zone just to get him a clean look and maybe get him in rhythm here with 7 minutes to play.
Provine's been running their offense through Phillips and Rouse the last couple possessions. Phillips in there, it's fouled. We'll go to the line for two. Why not? Keep feeding him. Rouse and Phillips running the high and low post game there. Rouse is flashing to the free throw line, and Phillips camping out on the block. And they got Davis roaming around as well. Phillips cans the first one very calmly. You got to like Phillips' demeanor. It's very, very calm, cool, collected. May come off as that he doesn't really care, but I promise that's not it. It's just the way he carries himself.
The term we use is one speed. He's extremely one speed, man, and not in a bad way.
No.
But as you see him there, hits the second one. They come get him. He just jogs off. Facial expression doesn't change. He's just playing his game. What a luxury it is to have Rouse and Phillips, though, where you're not having to go through Davis. The way we're talking about Green almost consistently. You see Tupelo pull him off the ball here like I thought they might to try to get him started, maybe get a flash cut, something.
Long kicks it to Green, and Davis kind of sags off, so Rouse comes over to him. It's a 2-3 zone. I'm not sure if Tupelo ever thought they'd be seeing a 2-3 zone with the shooters they have, but they are just cold right now. Here comes Provine with a 10-point lead now and the basketball. Milton into the front court working against Trey Long. Quick hands for Trey Long, and Milton gets rid of it. It's a 1-2-2. Be a half-court trap defense, a 1-2-2. They're going to wear Trey Long out doing this. Here's Rouse, who stumbled a little in the lane. He's called for the walk, so it does force a turnover.
That's still a good set, though. You're able to get the basketball to Rouse in a position where he could have made a play at about 12 or 13 feet away from the basketball. I like the patience of Provine, not getting affected by this Tupelo zone and really still making the plays they want to make.
Stop and pop, Trey Long, no good. One shot and out for Tupelo. Milton now into the front court. Here's the 1-2-2 again. Milton feeling the pressure.
Right there.
And we got a foul on Trey Long. A little overzealous.
Well, he's done a great job, Long has, of getting from side to side. That's hard work. And you start talking about kids having to go with 3 ball rotations, swing, swing, swing. Nobody wants to defend that long. So to find a guy who is more than willing to go side to side to try to make a play, that's special. And honestly, you give up a foul for a turnover in essence with them missing the front end of the 1-and-1.
That's right, and here's Long the other way. Gets it to Green. Green with a pass fake. Milton didn't bite. Long goes baseline, looking for Green in the opposite corner. That was a set play where Green floats to the corner as Long drives baseline, but Provine sniffed it out and deflected that one out of bounds.
They're having a heck of a time trying to get Green a shot here.
Long, nice pass, and it's swatted out, but it ends up right in the hands of Green, who lets it fly and leaves it short.
Boy, Davis is a rim protector on the interior, isn't he?
And that was a heck of a block there. He's high to make that rejection. In trouble in the front court, Provine. And Provine gets a timeout out of it as it was Karanji Matori on the floor in some trouble, and it's a 30-second timeout.
Well, that was a good timeout call. We talked about Davis, protecting the rim. Reminds me of a broadcast we had earlier in the week actually in Atlanta. A young man named Cameron Calhoun, also an unsigned 2015 from North Cornell High School. His ability to get up, protect the rim, and it's hard to find guys who are non-centers, right? You know, you can call them 4s, 3s, 2s, whatever, but non-centers like Davis and Calhoun, they can help to protect the rim and then also be able to secure the rebound off of.
It takes a help defense. A lot of people think that's just athleticism, but that takes basketball IQ as well, because if you leave too early, it's a bounce pass and an easy two for the opposing team. You got to know when to time your help. And, boy, if you watch NBA, people don't say the NBA plays defense, but help defense in the NBA is something special to watch. Their rotations are perfect. There's Davis, 15-footer, no good. It danced around the rim and fell out. Tupelo in desperate need of some offense. Here's Long. Long skip pass. There's Jenkins. Kicks it out. Green thought about the shot in the lane. Knifing in. Can't get the basket to go, but it'll go to the line for two.
Well, that's a great move. I like the unselfishness there again of Jenkins. Catches the basketball there on the wing. Takes a look at the three. Doesn't like what he has and swings it back to Green. And because they made the defense work left to right now, Green's able to get into the teeth of it, make a play, draw a foul, but they've got to make these free throws.
Green misses the first. This is easy points. The line for Tupelo, down by 10, 4:42 to play. It's time to start making your move, and you can do it at the line if you can convert. And Green does get the second. Knocked him into it. Milton now working against full court pressure. No 1-2-2 trap for Tupelo this time down. Phillips out of his comfort zone, way up top. Handles it well, though. Gets it to Davis. Now Milton in the corner. Here's Marcus Wallace. He can shoot a little bit. You'd think they're wanting to work through Davis here at some point. You may see him flash from that short corner. There's a backdoor cut to Milton. A good look. Too strong. Batted up. Rebound Tupelo. It's 3-on-2. Here comes Jenkins. Flying to the rim, and he left it short. Jenkins had a good look, and we're going to get a turnover. Provine called for. That was Karanji Matori. He was in some traffic. The Provine coaching staff thought surely he was fouled.
That's a tough move. Jenkins does everything right except put the ball on the glass. He goes to leave it as if he's going to put it off the backboard. It never got there.
Never got there. On the interior, good inbounds play results in a miss and an over-the-back foul. And the guy you don't want going to the line if you're Tupelo is Jarikus Davis. And that is where number 4 will stand.
Well, we just talked about Davis on the help side defense, and you see him right there step over, and the term we use is over, not up the lane. You talked about the bounce pass from the interior for the open shot. That's what happens when you step up the lane, you leave your man unguarded. He steps over, contests the shot, then boxes out.
And he missed the front end of the 1-and-1 there, so a gift for Tupelo. Green now. Lost the handle, got rid of it. Trey Long working with the left hand, keeps his dribble, which is very important. Green. Provine wanting to double Green. You can hear the coaching staff saying, don't let Green. They know Green's had an off night, but they also know he's a microwave and he can eat up whenever he wants. So we got a timeout for Tupelo. That gives us a second. We'll thank our sponsors real quick. It's a full timeout, which gives us a second just to say a few things about our sponsors and what they do to make this broadcast happen. We want to thank Powerade. Powerade, we've raised our game. The Hampton Inn, welcoming all teams to the Lighthouse Thanksgiving Classic. Want to thank Physicians Urgent Care. Get in, get out, and get well. And Crossover Basketball, providing coaches with full statistical breakdowns of their game film. Crossover Basketball. I'm joined by Brandon Clay, who may be the most popular guy in this gym. I learned really quickly that he's got friends everywhere. He comes in, he's getting fist bumps from everybody. He knows the Provine coaching staff over here.
Hey, that's what happens when you leave Hall's cough drops on the table, man.
Yeah, I got you.
And you come over, man, the young fella scoop the score as if it was the Mississippi State Ole Miss football game, man.
Yeah. Marcus over here shakes his head. He knows the Brandon Clay way. He knows he's got friends everywhere. Working it around the outside is Tupelo. Oh, Green's going to let one go after the pass fake.
There it is. You can tell.
There it goes.
He took one a minute ago, and the same release, we call it a snatch. That same snatch, and it just didn't drop. Carmelo Anthony's probably the guy in the league that does that the most.
Yeah.
That snatch, and you can tell by the way he's bouncing, it's going in. That's a big shot for Green. Let's see if he can get rolling.
Gilbert Arenas was one I thought that would do the snatch quite a bit, where he'd flip the wrist and then put him down by his side. Oh, yeah.
And immediately go into the gun bang, man. Start shooting them off,
he
man.
Would do all kinds of stuff for sure. Davis goes to the rim and gets fouled, and he's going to convert the first free throw.
Well, the key for Provine at this point is being able to convert free throws. They're going to be in the double bonus the rest of the way. They have got to find a way to be able to knock down the free throws when they get to the line, and it starts with Davis.
Davis gets them both. Long now working against Provine pressure. Full court from Milton. Long gets by it, kicks it over to Green. Green thought about it. He's trapped, gets it to Long. Heads up play by Trey Long to come help. Batted around, and Tupelo cannot get the basket to go. That was two easy looks there in around the rim. The second one, that was Malik Douglas who couldn't finish. And it's an 8-point advantage for Provine. Under 3 to play now, 2:57. Provine on the inbound. They're just going to throw it up for Davis. He goes and gets it like a wideout. Ooh, and Antonio Green with the pickpocket. He's got the ball in the front court. Stop and pop. Left it short. Batted up in the air. Malik wants it. He lost control, and now here's Trey Long. Action picking up here. 3 in the corner. Off front iron, no good. Long rebound. Provine saves it in bounds. That was a big possession.
It was. They were able to get away with it. But it looked like maybe a kickball for Green to get the ball in the first place. Then there was a push underneath. So they had a couple of things go their way, and they still weren't able to convert it with a basket.
Allen Rouse with the easy 2 underneath. Slaps his hands against the backboard and puts that one in. And Provine really pressuring the ball. They get a turnover. Here's Davis. Baseball pass up ahead. It's picked off by Antonio Green. Green spinning in the lane, forcing the issue. Kicks it to Long. Here's Jenkins. Jenkins, wild skip pass to Trey Long. 2 minutes to play, 10-point game.
It's very rare that somebody's going to out-athlete Milton, but that's exactly what Green did. Stepped right in front of the pass and made the interception.
Look at Green. Oh, that was smooth. Put the ball above his head as he took the Euro step and finger rolled it off the glass for 2.
When you've seen some glimpses tonight, one of the things that we talk about all the time is when you don't see coaching staffs and benches yell or substitutions made after guys miss multiple shots, it means they can make plays. It's what they do every day in the home gym. So, the shots he's been taking are shots that he makes, and Jenkins as well. They're just not shots that are going down so far today.
Marcus Wallace handling the pressure. Now Enrique Milton. It's time to foul. We're down to 1:15, and it's an 8-point game. And there's a back tap. Trey Long gets the steal. Up ahead, here's Green. Green in the lane. Good, strong move.
Yep.
Basket in the foul as the defender was moving his feet. You saw it and I saw it. Khalil Johnson sliding ever so slightly, and Green gets the basket and the foul.
I think it's always tough when you start to try to take the air out of the basketball. Provine has done a good job of continuing to attack, whether it was the Rouse two-handed finish on the glass, Milton, Davis. They've got enough offensive weapons where maybe you want to change your game plan to play for layups only, but taking the air out of the basketball completely is always a tough thing because now you're taking a group of guys who have been in attack mode for 30 minutes and you're telling them to just freeze.
Yeah, and when you have an aggressive, it's very hard to do. On the replay, you'll see Green get to the go up, lose control, or not lose control, I should say, take the contact, kiss it off the glass, and put it in. And that's the thing, you're going to get the blocking foul there because if the defender stays still, he's going to go right around him and score. He elevates and slides when he does.
Yep. Well, now you put yourself in a position, if you're Green, you got to come in here and knock this free throw down. But you knock it down, now all of a sudden it's a 2. Once again, I know you mentioned this in the first half. For as poorly as Tupelo has shot throughout the course of the game, to still be in striking distance with 68 seconds of regulation left says a lot about their team. It says a lot about the defense, of adjustments that they made to keep Provine from scoring.
Green at the line to cut it to 1. Good rotation on that ball, and he's got it. They wanted a sub. Provine wanted a sub. They didn't get it. And we got a foul away from the ball, which that's not the worst thing if you're Tupelo because no time ran off the clock.
No question. I think from a coaching standpoint, and definitely want to shout out our assistant director of scouting, Jonathan Hemingway, who's at home in Atlanta today covering an event for Sean Williams and OnTheRadarHoops.com. But you want to stretch the game out at this point. As many possessions as you can get offensively, you want to force the other team to have to make free throws, and here we go now. So even if he makes one here, it still in theory is a 2-possession game at 6. You just got to make sure if he doesn't that you secure the rebound and you get quality shots on every single possession for the remainder of the basketball game.
Andre 2 leaves the first one short. Second one on the way, left it short too. We've got a whistle. This is a big call, whatever it is. And did they get a lane violation here? I think it is. Lane violation against Tupelo. Coaching staff can't believe it. And 2 will get another shot. Andre 2. He gets that one. What a big whistle that was to give him another opportunity at the line.
It's huge. Correct call is what it is, obviously. But, those are the types of mistakes that when you've shot as poorly as Tupelo has throughout the game, you can't make. I like this defensive adjustment here from Provine to extend the zone out just to contain, not trying to get the turnover necessarily, but you want to make life as hard as you can for Antonio Green and company to get a good shot.
Here's Green in the lane, a wild shot attempt, almost got it to go. Davis clears the rebound, now Milton into the front court, being harassed by Norwood. Now he's trapped, and they want a timeout. And they've got the timeout first before the foul. One official had timeout, the other official had foul, and the timeout came first. 6-point lead and the basketball for Provine with 44 seconds to play. It's a 30-second timeout, so we'll take a quick break. Logan Stout alongside Brandon Clay. This is Lighthouse Thanksgiving Classic, and the broadcast is powered by SUV TV. If you're watching this broadcast at home and you have any suggestions or feedback, if you like what you see, if you don't like, just let us know. Get on Twitter and use the hashtag SUVTV, and we will greatly appreciate your feedback. And we're excited to be bringing you the action. It's the Lighthouse Thanksgiving Classic. An interior pass to Phillips, thought he was fouled, didn't get the basket, and here comes Tupelo, down by 6. It's a 2-possession game. Green forcing the issue, kicks it out. Norwood for 3. He was bumped, no call. Loose ball. Green gets it. Burrows his head, gets in the lane. He's fouled. No, they're going to call him for the walk. He stumbled as he went into the lane, and that was a big turnover. 47-41 is your score. Provine with lead and ball. Off the back of the defender, Jarikus Davis inbounds it off the back of Antonio Green and now is laughing about it.
That's a heads-up play there from Davis, the veteran per se, one veteran against another.
Antonio Green joking with Davis about it too. They both just got a good little laugh over there on the free throw line. I know Green's thinking that if he was feeling it in the first half, or really feeling it, I mean, we just haven't seen the real Antonio Green in this game yet. He's kind of cold from outside, but I know he's thinking if he was feeling it, his score would look a lot different right now.
Well, and you know what? Credit Provine and their defense.
Sure.
You know, for making it tough for him to get good, open, clean looks. You know, it's not a situation, you know, where he's 0 for 10 on super clean looks. That hadn't been what it is. They've done a great job of containing him, picking him up end to end like Milton is right now, and forcing life to be hard for Antonio Green.
Norwood goes hard with the right hand and throws it away right at us. A good save by Lisa over here. She just saved the day again. She had a save yesterday and a save today.
Hey, that's those Palmetto State hands coming into play right there, man. Best hands in the game.
Marcus Wallace into the front court. That'll do it. Time winds down, and we'll get a slam for Provine after the buzzer. That was Khalil Johnson putting a little cherry on top for Provine. They come away with another win. They go 2-0 at the Lighthouse Thanksgiving Classic with a big win over Lee yesterday, and maybe an even bigger win status-wise over Tupelo today. Tupelo is not a bad team at all. They've got some great prospects, but Provine will come away on top. Your player of the game, I'm assuming they're going to grab Jarikus Davis and present that to him.
You're absolutely right.
And
you're a bright man. Fortune teller, I'm going to let you rub my palm later on, man.
He stuffed the stat sheet. It's pretty easy to give that one to Jarikus Davis, and now he's getting photobombed by his teammates. That is hilarious, and I'm sure Jarikus don't mind. He's a good teammate. He's probably cool with that. And now it's not a photobomb. It's a
team picture.
That's a team photo. So Provine Rams having a little fun, and they should have fun. It's Thanksgiving weekend. Black Friday's over, and now their time at the Thanksgiving Classic is over. But that doesn't mean the tournament's over. The event is not over. We got plenty more action to bring you on the SUVTV.com, and it's coming your way next. Logan Stout alongside Brandon Clay. Don't go anywhere.